What is agoraphobia? I'm Judy Nyholm, the Mental Health Outreach Coordinator for Tri-County GLAD. What is agoraphobia? Agoraphobia is defined as a fear of going out into public places. It's an anxiety disorder. According to the Psychology Today website, people with agoraphobia may avoid situations such as being alone outside of a home, traveling in a car, bus, or an airplane, being in crowded areas, and being in enclosed spaces, such as shops, in cinemas, or being on a bridge or in an elevator. How do you recognize the symptoms of agoraphobia? According to the Psychology Today website, the symptoms are listed. Fear or anxiety about being outside of the home alone, using public transportation, being in enclosed spaces, stores, movie theaters, standing in line or being in a crowd, being in open spaces, markets, parking lots, active avoidance of all situations that provoke fear and anxiety, becoming housebound for prolonged periods, feeling of detachment or estrangement from others, feeling of helplessness, anxiety or panic attacks, acute severe anxiety. What causes agoraphobia? The factors may be genetic or environmental. I recently interviewed the deaf and hard of hearing community members who have shared their views on agoraphobia disorder. And here are their responses. My sister-in-law has agoraphobia. She has a hard time around people. And when she goes out, she has a hard time when people come and meet her. She gets terrified and tense. She cannot talk. My brother has a hard time, and at the same time, he cannot go out as he has to stay with his wife many a times. If he does not work, he has to stay with his wife all day. Both of them have a hard time. Hello, my name is Carl Schoenfield, and I'm speaking about agoraphobia disorder. My opinion is I feel sorry for those people who have it. It seems like you have to try to avoid from certain things, like not wanting to go out of the house, afraid of elevators. Such things like that. They have some kind of embarrassing fear. I really wish that people do not have that fear, but that's the way some people are, that way. I respect them and I can try to help them whenever I can. So, thank you. My thoughts and feelings in regard to agoraphobia disorder? Well, everyone has their own experiences of growing up traumatized differently. And that can cause a fear to surface in regard to probably rational or non-rational sometimes. It's important that everyone has his or her time where he or she can recover. It's important that something happens and how we can feel about making him or her comfortable and have that conversation. Hello, my name is Robert Sedansky, and what does agoraphobia mean to me? I have a perfect example. My father was a little boy, and he told me a story. He hid in his parents' their basement, and he was not allowed to go to the doghouse. He brought the dog up to the attic. He kept busy with things, and he felt like seeing his dog upstairs. So he opened up the door, and the dog jumped over him in the dark in the night. And the father was afraid of walking at night, and he didn't want to get the same surprise like his dog. It is important for a person with agoraphobia to see a doctor to make a diagnosis, along with physical exam before referring to the appropriate mental health professional. Agoraphobia is treated with medication and psychotherapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Thank you for giving us your time to share the views on agoraphobia disorder.